Hello, this is Tom, aka Gedeon, here for Tabletop Tap Room. And we're talking today about the pirate Justin Lanasa. He's actually coming out with a pirate game. And I don't know if you've seen this, but here it is. Pirates of the Seven Seas. He's announcing on the Dungeon Hobby Shop Museum. Printer's proof in hand, coming soon. Interesting. I don't know how much of a printer's proof this is. The artwork on here is just terrible. If you notice the clip art, the horizon on these clip arts of these ships is skewed at an angle. These ships are going uphill. The clip art doesn't match the flag, and then the blood up here in the corners is a little distorted because they stretched it. And they didn't even put the logo in the corner. And where's the TSR ratings meter? The infamous TSR ratings meter. But also notice here along the edges of the box, there's nothing printed on the edges of the box, which is a total oversight. If this is a printer's proof in hand, it's a total oversight because you print on the side of the box. So when it's on the shelf, somebody can see what it is and grab what they want. However, what's really interesting is that it's kind of apt that this is a pirate game because, oh, yeah, here's the clip art, free clip art off the web that they used. But it's kind of apt because this is clearly a take on Don Samora's Wizard Tower Games' Bloody Seas. In fact, let's do a side-by-side. I think I have a side-by-side here. So you can clearly see that they're attempting to rip off Dawn. Now you say, well, wait a minute. How do we know that Dawn's was? Well, because actually Dawn announced it. Let me see. How long ago? Here it is. Here's the tweet from. This is July 23rd, 2021. So 18 months ago, he announced it on Twitter. And this is November 25th, 2021 again. And it was also on Facebook, July 12th, 2021. So he announced it several times on social media that he was doing this game. So clearly this is, Justin lashing out at Don, just trying to interfere with him. And we think that this is actually part of the whole narrative where he's tried to claim that Don's a thief. And so this would just be one more thing like, whoa, see, he tried to steal our game from us. But, clearly Don announced it 18 months ago. So Pirates of the Seven Seas coming soon from new TSR. This is Pirates of the Seven Seas from IDW Games and Pandasaurus Games. And this is being sold at Walmart. Comes in a nice tin, but I've also seen this game in a box. So it's gone through several editions. So it's been out a while, and they named their game the same name. They didn't even do any checking. Simple Google search would turn this up. So this is so laughable that they're going to squat on somebody else's board game name with the same exact name. Quite possibly opening themselves up for another trademark infringement. And why not? Trademark, schmademark. Lanasa laughs at trademark infringement. Go ahead, take me to court. Oh, wait, he's already in court with $1 billion company for trademark squatting. Why not? Add some more. So, Don obviously is a little irritated with, so he's like, that's it, I'm done. He says, and so I pushed him. He says, what you want? What do you want? What would you like to know, Tom? I said, I'd like to see the provenance on that. He wanted $100 million for WotC to buy back the trademarks from him. And he said, sure, no problem. And he sent me these 3 screenshots. So let's just take a look at this one and blow it up here. So right here, he says, dude, Wizards of the Coast will probably offer to buy in the end. 100 million is the price. Okay, there it is. 100 million. Why would they pay you 100 million to get a trademark back when you're squatting on it and they can just sue you for $500,000 and then stick you with the legal fees? Why would they do that? 100 million is the price. F them. Don is kind of being neutral. He's, well, that might be a possibility. And then, ha, 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 ha. And then Justin says, I have a feeling it will be. I also have a plan if they stop Star Frontiers because of the name that was once theirs. Alt name NOSR Games is back up. So the backup is NOSR Games. I don't know what NOSR Games really is. Then he says, they will pay or they will eat the loss. I think like chess. I think like chess. You know, don't bet any money on that chess game because you're going to lose. Justin, he thinks like chess.
He thinks like math.
Like meth. Meth?
No, mess.
Mess?
Yes.
Oh, mess. He thinks like mess. He thinks like a mess. Yeah, pretty much. So Don says, I think TSR getting a core product out will help a ton. You know, he's trying to be the voice of reason here. And Justin says, I do too, but still have the evil eye open and looking. Always ready. I'm not sure what that and looking is, but let's take a look at the other screenshot sent to me by Don. This one deals with Deinhardt, of all people. And Justin says he kind of earned that with that video, I hate Deinhardt. Now that's really interesting because isn't Deinhardt back involved with Justin again? It is Justin's little rinky-dink his little rinky-dink convention that's squatting on the same date in the same town as GaryCon. GaryCon, who has thousands in attendance. And Justin's lucky if he gets 10. So Deinhardt's going to be there, but Justin hates him. And now we get to the piece de resistance here. I know he sent that email to you. What email is that? Because I asked Don for the clarification. They were discussing that email, that threatening email that threatened Don way back. That got reported to the FBI, was under investigation. It came from an anonymous source and it was tracked to a Starbucks. And then Justin says, we need to get it out. And Don says, I think he did also. Then Justin says, blank is his hometown. I blurted out here. His hometown area. I know, I'll send you his address. I bet it's within feet of that Starbucks. Now, how would Justin know his address was within feet of the Starbucks? He's saying, I bet it. How did he know? He probably uses their WIC for free. Then he modifies that to Wi-Fi or close. And Don says, oh, and then this picture here is actually from the NDA signed by Deinhardt. So I'm not going to show you that, but it was to prove to Don about the address. So, and then here Don is saying, I effing hate dealership waiting room. So he was at the dealership. Lanasa comes back with an LOL. And guess what I heard from a bunch of folks today? And Don is like, what's that? I also got demo video game people interested in Elmore for art skins for their game. Another email I just got. Big money there. Except that should be THERE, not THEIR. And then Don's like, oh, excellent. So he was saying, oh, yeah, Demio's on board. I got Demio involved. They're interested in the Elmore's art for skins for their game. Except Don at this time went and started to contact Demio. And they're like, yeah, we talked to that guy. We're not doing anything with him. Then he went and talked to Elmore. And Elmore said, I'm not doing anything with him anymore. So this is Justin spinning. This is the Demio comment. And there have been other claims of being involved with people like the FBI, like Homeland Security, but Lucasfilm and Steven Spielberg, similar claims. I did not get the provenance on those from Don, but this was enough. Here we have the Demio claim in black and white. And the 100 million. I will sell this for 100 million. I squatted on it, but I'm going to sell it for 100 million. That's not how these things work. So, you mess around as a pirate, and sometimes you're going to find out. And so he's squatted and swashbuckled and hack and slashed to steal the Star Frontiers trademarks. They're now squatting on Pirates of the Seven Seas board game trademark. And they could have done a simple Google search. A 2-second Google search, and they would have known somebody else was using the name, that it would be a problem. We have his delusional, I'm going to get paid 100 million. This guy is truly delusional. He thinks he's going to get paid 100 million. He's going to get sued. He's going to get stuck with $500,000 in legal fees. Come on. Demio is involved with him because of Larry Elmore, but Larry Elmore's not involved with him, and Demio is not involved with him. And he's throwing Deinhardt under the bus for the email that was sent to Don Samora, admitting he hates Deinhardt, and yet he's now welcomed Deinhardt back to his little rinky-dink convention in March. The delusion is steep with this one, but this is what happens when you live like a pirate. These things come back to haunt you. Sooner or later, you run into an East India man who's an armed merchant ship, and they blow you out of the water. And that East India man, that's Don Samora, because he's got the records to blow Justin out of the water, and it looks like that is going to come to fruition. So this is Tom from Tabletop Tap Room. I want to say thank you for watching the video. I want to thank Don Samora for sharing some of these screenshots with me. I really appreciated having a hard confirmation on information that I did have, but I didn't have a hard confirmation on it. So thanks, Don. And I want to thank my subscribers. You guys are great. I appreciate the support. If you've not subscribed, please do hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Consider supporting the channel. But until then, keep on gaming.